My name is Andrea Tidwell. I am a senior systems engineer here at Flexware Innovation. I kind of sit in between the integration and the software teams. So I have a software background, but I have a lot of experience in manufacturing, so it's kind of the perfect fit for me here. I work primarily on our Lift platform as a developer and as a project manager. So I've been taking on leading projects, both from more of a project management standpoint, as well as kind of the, I guess, lead developer in the sense that I'm kind of organizing everything, getting everybody together, kind of facilitating conversations, things like that. So I honestly, when I was younger, didn't really have an interest or I guess a specific passion for engineering. I didn't really know that that was available to me. I will say, though, that I always had an affinity and just kind of a natural leaning towards computers. I was fortunate enough to grow up with a computer in the house and, worked on Office, creating PowerPoints because I'm a big nerd and things like that. And, just doing fun things on the computer and learning how to use software. And I've also been a very long time, in fact, lifelong video game player. So I, being a gamer, was always really interested in kind of the back end of games and how they were developed and really what it took to create a video game and bring it to market. So that coupled with my interest and just kind of excitement about computers led me to start taking some classes in high school, not only around computer programming and software, but also about computer building and just how do these components actually make a computer. And these classes were taught by absolutely wonderful people that really heavily influenced me to continue to pursue computers and specifically software engineering. So I have to say I was really fortunate to have these people, guiding me along the way and really kind of shaping my view of engineering. So that really was kind of the impetus for me going to Purdue University and studying computer information technology. So once I was at Purdue, I found an internship as a freshman in the manufacturing space, kind of on a whim, and the rest is history. I really fell in love with being in factories. I fell in love with just the things that we do in manufacturing. It's such a cool incubator for such really awesome technology. And it's fun to work on projects that are always changing and always different. So I really found my space here in software engineering and in manufacturing specifically. The first time I walked into a factory, I felt so excited and just honestly in awe of all of these different machinery, all of these different computer systems, softwares, working together to actually create all of the things that you and I use today. I mean, it's pretty amazing when you stop and think about how much work and effort goes into creating the products that we just take for granted every day. And being able to see, my first factory tour was Subaru. So being able to see an automotive plant literally bring in rolled steel and then exit with a car, I mean, that was breathtaking to me, honestly. I would have to say one of my favorite projects that I've worked on thus far was actually when I was an intern at an automotive facility. It was, first of all, really cool being able to show up to the facility every single day and actually be in the factory working. And I specifically worked in the central controls room. So being in kind of that hub and just this hum of the factory, it's really the heart of the factory, it was exhilarating every single day. But the specific project I'm thinking about was actually I worked and updated a vehicle management system for them, which was essentially, imagine a big screen that kind of looks like an overview of their whole factory, and you could see individual little cars moving through the factory one by one. It was really neat to see the behind the scenes of how that whole system worked because it really integrated all sorts of different, machinery, automation, controls, software. I mean, there was so much that went into tracking each of these vehicles and their precise location through the factory. And being able to be a part of that and kind of crack open the hood and see what that looked like underneath was super exciting. I would say too, one of my favorite more recent projects is of course working on Lyft, which is a platform that we have for here at Flexware for material handling and logistics. It's been super gratifying to not only see the evolution of this product, but also to be able to work with robots every single day and have fun playing with robots. I mean, it's a dream come true, honestly. So I think what's been super impactful for me with this project is, again, seeing where we started just a year and a half ago when I came to Flexware and where we are now. It's honestly night and day, and knowing the people and the processes and all of the things that went into making that happen, it's a huge accomplishment, and I'm very proud to be a part of that team. It's interesting when you think about how women account for half of humankind and how, again, to your point, only 27% of women are in STEM, and what would shift and what would change when we start to bring women's ideas and perspectives and even experiences into STEM. Being a woman in engineering, and just specifically, or I guess non-specifically STEM, I've, of course, ran into a lot of challenges. A lot of times, especially at Purdue, I was one of 5 in a big lecture hall of 100. So, it's pretty isolating at times. And because of just those experiences and overall my passion in helping people and really wanting to help guide people and mentor people, I've really found, a joy in participating in women in tech and women in STEM type groups, and really being an advocate for women in STEM, and even young girls in STEM, as a matter of fact. When I went to my first company after college, Rockwell Automation, to be able to join their women groups as well. They had a women engineers group, and then as well as a professional women council group. And those groups were really instrumental in me not only feeling safer and more, a part of the company and a part of something greater at Rockwell, but also just in me finding my people and finding people that are willing to help me and that want to see me achieve and grow and learn. It was really absolutely, amazing meeting all of these women, especially in leadership positions that, we're so passionate about helping us early career folks, and again, seeing, how people, and especially women, can kind of come together and really make a community for ourselves. So when I came here to Flexware, I joined during the pandemic, at the very beginning, in fact, March 2020, so that was interesting. That brought its own challenges, but once I got a little bit more integrated into the company, things started getting back to normal, I guess. I started to see, that there could be a real benefit for that same type of community that I experienced at Rockwell, but here at Flexware. And so really all I did was I just talked to the women here at Flexware and said, hey, is this something that you see that would really help you or be a big benefit for you? And everybody amazingly was, yes, let's do this. This is going to be awesome. We're really going to make this thing happen. So I've been really fortunate enough to have all of the help from the women here at Flexware to start this group. I guess long term, what I'm seeing for this group is not only, again, providing a community of women here at Flexware where we can help each other grow both actually personally and professionally, help each other be healthy, help each other find mentorships and sponsorships, but also help our communities and help even our customers. There are, again, women in manufacturing for our customers that might be facing similar challenges that we all face in STEM, but might not have those types of groups. So being able to not only extend that support to Flexware, but also to our greater communities and our customers, I think is really going to bring a big impact and help people. I've always thought that STEM is the coolest thing, and I think it's such a shame that girls, in a lot of cases actually, are turned away from STEM or maybe not shown how cool STEM could be. So I've always found it, again, since back in my college days and even before, really important to not only show how cool and exciting STEM is, but how STEM can actually be feminine and useful for girls. So a lot of my passion behind promoting and advocating women in STEM is really, going into the schools and showing young girls that, again, STEM can be really neat. It's very exciting. STEM makes our world go round. I mean, it creates the products that we use every day, creates the softwares and the phones and everything that we use every day. It's really instrumental and impactful in our world. So I've, really kind of made it my mission to, again, not only build a community of women just around me and at my companies and in my communities, but also to show our future leaders how cool STEM can be. It was really important for us to align our own core values of the Women of Flexware with the company's core values to really show that this group isn't just for the benefit of women and just for the benefit of this small sect of Flexware, but rather for the company as a whole. It's super important, I think, that, we are not only doing this for the women, but also for the greater good of the company and for our business. And back to what I said earlier, even for our customers and our communities. I really firmly believe in the core values that we have here at Flexware. I mean, own it, be healthy. These are all, really important things that I think everybody should try to follow. So in discussing what our vision looked like and what our goals looked like, it just made sense. It was almost natural to use those core values and really bring them to light for what the women's experience here is at Flexware.